I am a current SGA Senator, obviously for the College of Arts and Sciences, a brother of Sigma Nu International Fraternity, and a member of the Student Alumni Association. As a current Senator, I've noticed that throughout the year there have been a number of incidents where the schools failing to let students know what was going on has caused serious problems, more specifically in both semesters. At the very beginning, people's classes being dropped.
Jack Cox, once again, I'm running for re-election for the College of Arts and Sciences on the ticket for Team Impact. I am also a brother of Pi Kappa Phi, the Vice Archon of Pi Kappa Phi, once again, current SGA Senator, and also a member of the Greek Expansion Committee, which helps to expand Greek life across all of Georgia State. One of my main platforms being on Team Impact is increasing transparency between SGA and the students to let y'all know what we're up to. Once again, my name is Chad Cox, running for re-election in the College of Arts and Sciences, Team Impact.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Peter Ryan Imhoff. I'm a junior political science major, concentration in international affairs, minor in nonprofit leadership. I want to thank all of you for coming out tonight, first of all. I'm running under the banner of a cheaper, greener, more inclusive Georgia State. That's my platform. That's what I'll do when I get in. I've been elected to RHA before, though, which is a student government equivalent for housing. I served there 2 years in various capacities. I've written constitutions. I've redacted ours. I've written new legislation. So I have experience and I know what to do when I get on the ground and I'm asking for your vote.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Nikia Bell. I'm currently a junior here at Georgia State University. My major is English with a focus in composition and rhetoric. I also minor in political science. And I want to let you all know tonight what I would do if I were elected to office. I mean, I completely understand what it means to be a student here at Georgia State University. And for those of you that feel like your voice is not being heard, if you elect me to office, I promise to represent you to the best of my abilities. Thank you. Now that I'll vote ahead.
Hi, my name is Ashley Epperson. I'd like to be elected as a senator in the College of Arts and Sciences, and I'm running on the United Ticket. If elected, I'd like to create student awareness for recurring issues. These issues include a budget for safe parking, opportunities for student organizations, and student involvement in athletics. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Anna Abdurrahman. I'm a psychology major, Arabic minor. I'm a sophomore and I'm running for senator of College of Arts and Sciences. My freshman year, I was president of Junior Lens, which gives me added experience for leadership. And I believe everyone should be heard and it's just representatives that are out there to speak up and listen to be heard. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Alex Dion. I'm a sophomore and my major is journalism with a minor in public relations, the concentration in public relations management. I am studying for re-election for the College of Arts and Sciences under the Team Impact ticket. And one of my personal platforms is to focus on commuter students, because I've been a commuter before, so I understand the difficulties with that. And one of my team's platforms is about campus safety, because we all know that's an issue here living in the city. So again, I'm Alex Dion, running on the Team Impact ticket. Thank you.
Hello, my name is SGA Candidate Debate, and I'm a junior with a major in journalism, a minor in public policy. And I basically want to motivate students to participate and provide an efficient, reliable voice. So all your grievances will be heard. And my platform is to work on more accessible jobs for students. So it'll be easier for them not to go on the computer and have to fill out a resume. We can actually just go to someone, a counselor, who's going to be able to set everything up for you and be good to go. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Cindy Park and I'm currently a senator for College of Education and I'm seeking to be re-elected for the Senator of College of Education for the 2012-2015 academic school year. I'm running on the Team Impact ticket. If elected, I will promote school spirit and definitely improve campus safety. In closing, I'm running on the Team Impact. And I'm Cindy Park and first.
Greetings, Georgia State. My name is Timothy Johnson. I'm running on the Team Impact ticket. I'm a sophomore here at Georgia State University, majoring in early childhood education with a concentration in special education. If elected, I want to designate a Panther shuttle stop for the Piedmont North Residence Hall, for I see a direct correlation between class attendance and that distance from main campus. Thank you. Once again, my name is Timothy Johnson, running on Team Impact.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Latifah Williams. I'm a sophomore here at Georgia State. I'm an early childhood special education major. This is my first time running, so if elected, I plan to bridge the gap between students, traditional, non-traditional, commuter, residential, and the SGA. I also plan to create initiatives to support school spirit. And finally, I want to be a legion between the college of education and the SGA. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Joseph Dank and I am a candidate for the center position at the Robinson College of Business. I'm a junior this year and I'm double majoring in finance and risk management. You can also find me on the United ticket. Now, while speaking with many students, a lot of people express concerns and complaints to me about advisement. Now, this seems to be a real issue, and if elected, I will work with the dean and advisement heads in order to make sure that subpar advisement is thrown out, and that way students can get the classes they need and want and graduate on time. Once again, my name is Joseph Dank.
Hello everyone, I'm Azuna Shatu, I go by Biz, and I'm also running for the United Ticket. And besides United Ticket, I also want to get more awareness for the Greek community. Besides that, I also want to get more organizations beside Greek community on top of this campus and more well-informed about SGA. So please vote for me, Azuna Shatu. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Casey Bond. I am a sophomore here at Georgia State. I am an accounting major and I'm running for senator of JMAC, Robinson College of Business. My platform here is to be the bridge between all organizations, not Greek. I'm part of the Pi Kappa Phi fraternity, but not only am I going to be a bridge between Greek organizations, but I'm also going to be for all organizations on campus. I'm part of the Student Alumni Association too. So my name is Casey Vaughn. Please vote for me.
I'm Umama Kibria. I'm a junior marketing major running for re-election as a senator for the Robinson College of Business with the United Ticket. As an incumbent senator, I've seen the need to connect the students with the university. I plan to work directly with student organizations to ensure that they're aware of all co-sponsorship opportunities and developing a relationship with the Signal for positive PR. Thank you again. My name is Umama Kibria and I'm running with the United Ticket.
Hello, my name is Grace Smith. I'm a sophomore and a finance major at the Robinson College of Business. And I'm also running the United Ticket. If elected as senator, I would love to work with the VP of Student Services to implement a 24-hour library system. This year's after-hours study hall in the freshman hall was very effective. However, I would love to improve it. Thank you, and my name is Grace Smith.
I'm running for senator of JMAC Robinson College of Business, and I'm running with Team Impact. All right. As a senator, my main priorities will be focused on increasing awareness of the networking services and opportunities within the college. I'm also a proponent of RCB students networking within the Robinson Career Management Center. I feel that Georgia State students, with our location here, should take advantage of all the opportunities we have here. Also, as a current on-campus leader, I'm an advocate for increasing campus involvement.
I'm the president of, this is my second year as the SGA president. I'm a law student here. I'm also getting a joint master's in public administration. I graduated in 2010 with my undergrad from Georgia State with a 4.02. I've now been very active not only on campus but off campus. I serve as a board member for the Atlanta Downtown Neighborhood Association. I'm trying to increase the interconnectivity between the students and the downtown neighborhood. Also, as far as the state goes, as you can see, I lobby for the Hope Scholarship on the Hill, and it's been my greatest honor working with Marcus Crimson and the other members of Team Impact and Team United. I think they're phenomenal, and we would all be lucky if they all get reelected, because each and every one of them care about students.
For your first question, you will have 60 seconds to respond. How will your previous leadership experience or knowledge aid you as Vice President of Academic Affairs?
Currently, I am the academic chair for Delta Beta chapter of Lambda Beta Alpha Life Sorority Incorporated. Some of my duties entail reserving study rooms. Some of my duties entail, like I said, reserving study rooms, ensuring that each sister maintains a cumulative average of at least 3.0 and above, And my position was initially not very interactive with the sisters, but since I have taken over that position, I have done a lot of reforming to the position as far as making it more interactive with the sisters, creating goals, and making sure that everybody raises their GPA accordingly because academics are important.
Okay. For the next question, you will have 90 seconds to respond. What plans have you developed to increase students' academic success?
You said what plans have I incorporated to increase success?
Oh, you changed my, I'm sorry about that. I said the questions will be repeated. Okay, what plans have you developed to increase students' academic success?
As far as within my chapter, I have definitely made it more of an individual basis because I feel that not everybody learns on the same basis. Academics are very individual. So I have made a set of standardized questions within my chapter for each sister and have given them the opportunity to respond to me and tell me where they are at, analyze for each sister and set a goal for them. Accordingly, I have given them the opportunity to tell me what I can do to make their goal more obtainable and also how I can encourage them to help themselves to make that goal more obtainable.
Serving as the budget and finance chair, right now, it's just, I'll be allocating funds, specifically talking to the VPs of all the other positions, seeing what the money needs to go, how it needs to be allocated, and being very transparent between the students and Dr. Blackmore and the advisor, and attempting to make sure that everything is in accordance to the Georgia State law, and making sure that what we do is right, what we do can be seen by students, and then what we do is ethical.
Thank you so much. Now, I want to raise a couple things, to the forefront here. Since 2007, the student fees at this school were increased by 40%. Some people will ask why that happened. Some people want to know exactly where the money is going. Something that I would like to, kind of bring up again is the fact that there's a lack of transparency and lack of accountability. We need to know where the money's coming from, where it's going, and how it's getting there. On that point, what I want to do is make sure every single bill is put in a folder that is accessible to every student in this university. Instead of going to the administration, instead of going to the executive board, I will go straight to the students and find out what needs to be done. Thank you.
You have 60 seconds to respond.
As far as the student activity fee, we don't actually do anything with that. As in SGA, all we do is sit on a committee and we're an advisory board. We can't actually change anything or say anything. So I just want to point that out.
Okay, for the next question, the second candidate will be the first to respond. So you'll have 90 seconds, 60 seconds, and then 60 seconds again. How do you plan to make the student body aware of the student activity fee money allocations?
Okay, so, I myself had to look this up, right? And you guys have a wonderful website set up for us to, be able to find out which, where the money is going to, which, programs that you guys are funding that to. And there's actually a wonderful pie chart that describes exactly what's happening. But the point is not that. The point is I want to know why it's going there. I want to know how it's going there. I want to know exactly what it's being spent on. If the student organization needs funding, they need to be able to come to us and say, hey, this is what we need it for. And, and if they truly need that money, if, the government, the student government decides that money needs to be appropriated to that group, then, we can vote on it. We can say, hey, this is what we voted on, this is when we did it, this is why we did it.
How will your previous leadership experience or knowledge aid you as Vice President of Public Relations? Either one can go first.
Okay, like I said, it's really important if you're getting active in SGA to know how SGA works because a lot of times we're approached by angry students about things that they think we should be doing when we actually have no control over it in reality. So I think that coming from a background with a pretty sturdy background dealing with SGA and dealing with the executive board, I actually sit on it now. I know how things work, which is important if I'm going to be requesting that I get voted in again. And I also have served my first semester that I came in here, I served as the public relations chair for my sorority, so I definitely know what it takes to reach out and get feedback from people, positive and negative, and then I know what to do with that feedback and how to change people's opinions about things.
At my last campus, I not only founded but was president and then treasurer of the organization, as well as on the student government board there as well. So I have plenty of experience about reaching out to the community, changing the public image, and how student government
Okay, for the next question, the first candidate will have 90 seconds to respond. The second candidate will have 60 seconds for a rebuttal. And then once again, the first candidate will have 60 seconds. You got it? Okay. What plans, if any, do you have to create a positive relationship with student media groups on campus and media off campus in order to promote student government involvement?
It's a great question. I actually had the same question asked me by the Signal interview this past week. My plan is just to have a more open, transparent relationship with all student media, specifically have monthly or at least quarterly meetings with them to discuss any issues that may arise with the school's public image, as well as any grievances that students might have as well. Just keep a more transparent open relationship with all media outlets.
Well, like I said, currently sitting on the executive board of SGA, we actually have one of the lead journalists, I don't know if that's like what exactly his role is, but he sits in on our executive board meetings with us, and I've definitely seen a lot of positivity come from that because we're not hiding anything as SGA. I know how hard we work, and sometimes we just can't necessarily deal with questions, and like I said, not everyone knows what it takes, what SGA's actual job is to do. And I think that having the Signal sitting in on our meetings has definitely done a lot of good. Everyone reads the Signal. There's good and bad that comes out of that, but I think that we can definitely utilize it for the good purposes. And I think that having a good open relationship with them will only do us a world of benefit. So I definitely would keep that a priority and definitely keeping the Signal on our good side, so to speak.
Okay, for the first question, you will have 60 seconds to respond. How will your previous leadership experience or knowledge aid you as Vice President of Student Life?
Okay, well, I want to start off by saying I am a student here at Georgia State University, so I think that's a perfect avenue to to run for student life at Georgia State University, because I do go through the everyday struggles here at Georgia State University. And I'm also the president here at Georgia State University, and I'm also the vice president of public relations here currently at Georgia State University. So I believe those are very wonderful skills to run for student life. And what I want to do, I want to maintain a positive working environment. I love to be personable with students. I love to be personable with the faculty here at Georgia State University. So I do want to make sure that we are transparent, and I do want to continue to work with the students here at Georgia State University to make sure that all the concerns are being heard, all the concerns are being worked with or dealt with, and are also being answered.
Okay, for the next question, you will have 90 seconds to respond. How will you better allocate co-sponsorship funds to student organizations on campus?
How I better allocate, I don't want to be specific with the just the Greek organizations. I want to be fair with all the all the student organizations here on campus. I know Ben does a great job of doing that as well, but I just want to maximize co-sponsorships through all the student organizations here on campus. And I also want to make sure that they meet the guidelines and let them know the guidelines that are set in place for co-sponsorships here on campus.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, I appreciate it.
How will you promote and increase awareness of the services available on campus?
That's a great question. One of the things that I think is important, first of all, again, being a first semester student, I think that it's important to acknowledge the things that Grace, which is the current Vice President of Student Services, has already implemented, which will include the 24-hour study session in the freshman hall, still advocating for the 24-hour library, still incorporating the blog website that she had, so we can make sure that we're not reinventing the wheel. But to answer the question specifically, I believe that we should either create or do a better job at maintaining an email blast, which will give us the student, or the SGA rather, another medium to immediately address the student body in the event that we need their approval or their voice on new legislation or any programs that would be passed. So again, I think that one of the major things that we need to do as far as increasing transparency with SGA and the student body is to create an email blast so that we can immediately send literature out to the student body. They can immediately respond so we can produce immediate results.
Thank you. What do you believe your roles as an SGA president and executive vice president are?
Well, I believe, actually I know that the roles of the president and executive vice president on your path is to represent the majority of the students. That is the overall goal. If you guys believe something, if you have an initiative and you want student government to chair or sponsor that initiative and you get a good number, which is the majority of the students support that, I will support you.
Specifically for the executive vice president role, I think that right now there's a lot of things that we can look at as part of that role. We want to empower the newly elected leaders as a team. We want to streamline the organizational system of SGA, and we want to maximize the role of the senators so that someone who's elected has things to do consistently. We want to make sure that everyone knows how to write legislation, so once they have an idea, they can put it into action and bring it forth to the Senate. We want to maintain the relationships with the senators so that they can better their constituents, the students. And so we just want to basically maximize everything that we can do for organizational and for relational capacities.
What goals would you like to accomplish during the 2012-2013 school year for the Student Government Association?
I'm just going to start off with some of the big issues. I don't know if you guys have read Signal this week, but they asked us kind of the 5 hot button questions. Basically, we're looking for long-term goals for parking because right now we're not going to be able to say, hey, SGA just built you a new parking deck. That's not going to happen. We're looking to create realistic expectations that we can fulfill in our term and also set up a system so that the next election, the next student government, they can do things too that we've already put into place and we're not losing information along the way. We want to work to educate students about crime with existing services and also how to properly file a complaint. We want to talk about immigration. We want to talk about things that you want to talk about, and we want to hear what you have to say, and we want to work through those things together.
And on the Team Impact Ticket, our joint platform is to increase school spirit, which I heard a number of candidates for senators say, increase campus safety, as my running mate said, parking and transportation, definitely, she just touched on that, increase interaction between student government and the students, and lastly, improve internal SGA organizational issues, which I'll touch upon later on.
This is to the gentleman all the way on the right. I personally served on the Student Activity Fee Commission, the Mandatory Fee Committee. And I'm wondering, what exactly do you think you would have the power to do as the Vice President of Budget and Finance?
I think I would have the power to speak up for the students who are paying to go to this university, first of all, and second of all.
I'm sorry, let me rephrase that.
Sure.
Exactly how much money and what fees would you think you would have power over?
Okay, so in my research of the Office of Budget and Finance, what I've come to find out is that, first of all, the restated fact that I mentioned up here earlier is that since 2007, I want to make this very clear, since 2007, our student fees have increased by 40%. I don't know whether that's a result of inflation or if that's somebody sneaking something into the budget that we don't need in the first place.
I'm sorry, can I interrupt you?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Please.
All right, so it's all about bringing accountability and transparency to this university. I think that if the students are paying for something, they should be able to see exactly what they're paying for, and how that process is facilitated. My incumbent up here, mentioned not being able to affect any change. I completely disagree with him on that point. I do believe that all of us are here to affect change. As leaders, I think that's our job. As members of student government, I think that's our position. With respect to the specifics, once I get into the office, we can move from there. But with respect to what tentative goals that we have in mind, it's all about transparency, accountability, and responsibility.
I do agree with you that transparency is very important. But I'd like to point out that the Vice President of Budget and Finance actually has little to no specific power for especially the fees that Georgia State allocates. And our fees actually have only gone up. The only fees that have gone up this year are the green fee, which was decided upon and subcommittee, and the athletic fee, which had a projected increase for the past 5 years. All of the fees have stayed the same, and specifically, the Vice President of Budget and Finance alone really has no power to change that. It is sole It's the sole decision of each fee head and 2 students on the mentor committee.
Absolutely, I completely agree with you. I think that we do need to look into exactly what what these monies are being spent on. But I think that it comes down to a matter of effecting change. I think it comes down to a matter of personal responsibility. And I think it comes down to believing that things can be done. Thank you.
Good evening, my name is Kiara Smith, and I'm the student assistant for SGA, and I'll be working with the elected candidates. And my question is to Mrs. Kermit. I've seen a disconnect between the senators and the executive board, and my question is, what is your plan to get the senators more involved in the decisions made for campus?
Well, as I stated, I plan to maximize the role of a senator. And pretty much what that means is I'm going to give the senators more freedom to take on initiatives. They want to chair. If I was a senator, for example, this year I pushed towards getting a shuttle to Piedmont North. I wouldn't say I was unsuccessful with that because it's still an ongoing process. But however, if I was a senator, I would like to be in charge of that instead of giving your idea to a vice president and letting them head it. I think that if we let senators and we give them some freedom and some more responsibility by heading separate issues that may not fall under a certain vice presidential category, then that's the easy way. I think that's the first step that we should already do in Student Government Association.
Before you leave, I want to make sure that first you stand and give each other applause. No matter who wins, you're all the candidates.